Yo, 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 what it do, everybody? It's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. Welcome everyone to a live episode of the 11:30 podcast, Talk Pro Wrestling, man. Yo, man, I'm live here, first time on Twitch. Also, I'm live here on the 11:30 podcast Facebook page, and also right here on YouTube, man. Definitely, if you're new to the podcast and if you haven't done so already, definitely do me a huge favor, man. Hit that subscribe button. Actually, yeah, hit the subscribe button down below. Like it, leave a comment, and share it. Do all that great stuff and don't forget to follow the 11:30 podcast on all social media platforms. Man, I'm excited. Like I said, you guys, this is my first time here live on Twitch, man. Live on Twitch. So appreciate everyone tuning in, man. If you're live on Twitch, if you're tuning in on Twitch, man, definitely hit the subscribe button. The link's down below in the description. Follow the 11:30 podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and definitely head over to YouTube and follow the 11:30 podcast and subscribe. But you guys, man, like I said, it's a live episode of Talk Pro Wrestling, and I'm about to get into it, man, for real. We got NXT deadline. It's coming up in just a bit at the top of the hour at 7 p.m. But here on this special episode of Talk Pro Wrestling, you guys, I'm riding solo dolo. I know a lot of my fellow podcasters were busy on this day, especially my guy Warren Marlowe. Shout out to my guy Warren Marlowe, the host of Buzzing with Marlowe. Man, he got a big matchup tonight in Jacksonville, Florida for DCCW Beatdown Blessings. So kick ass, Warren, man. Kick ass like I know you will. And also, you guys, shout out to my guy Brian B, the host of the Beeline Entertainment. But you guys, man, like I said, Ride Solo Dolo, gonna be chatting all things wrestling, man. So you guys, come on in, come on in. Get ready. Let me know what you guys think about tonight's NXT, and also what I'm gonna be doing, you guys, right now is giving you guys some of my favorite and best moments of 2023 in wrestling, man. So this is going to be a really fun episode, and if I'm sticking around long enough, you guys, I might have a little surprise, man. I haven't done it before, and I see a couple of my fellow podcasters do it, and they be kicking ass with it, man. And they're gonna do they be doing the live watch alongs and stuff. So I think I might chime in and make you, like I said, the kickoff show is going to be starting at 7. So like I said, if I'm still on, man, I'll definitely watch the kickoff match with you guys, man. If you guys willing to stick around with me, man. There's always some background noise, trying to distract me when I'm here on the podcast. But like I said, man, it's time to talk some pro wrestling. We about to get in it though. But first and foremost, you guys, like I said, it's been a hell of a year in wrestling in general, man. You name it, whether it was Impact Wrestling, WWE, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, on the independents, man. You name it, man. It's just been a wild and a crazy year. But here, um, on this week's episode, you guys, which also I just want to let everyone know this will be the last episode of 2023. I will return back. Um, let me get it right. I will return back the day of the Royal Rumble, giving all my reactions and stuff like that. I want to apologize on the last episode, the first 4 minutes, the mic was muted. So shout out to my guy once again, Brian B, who was chiming in the chat, and he seen me live, man, and was like, yo, man, your mic is muted. But all right, man, like I said, been a crazy, interesting year, wild year. We're gonna definitely get into some of the most insane moments of the year, man. It's been a year, right? And then I was thinking about this year, and I sort of went down the calendar from back in January all the way until now, and just all the incredible moments that have happened in the WWE this year, man. And first and foremost, man, come on. I gotta mention The Rock, man. Obviously, yes, it was it was random though. It really was random that The Rock just popped up on us in what was it? What was it? September in Denver. And I think that was one of the most shocking moments of all of 2023 when The Rock came back and uh returned on SmackDown, and he was on the Pat McAfee show, and revealed some plans that were maybe in the plans for him and Roman Reigns to take on each other at WrestleMania. But the Hollywood strike is over. The Rock has gone back to making movies. I don't see that match, ever happening. Big fan of The Rock though, but I got to say, The Rock returned to SmackDown a couple of months ago was, if not the biggest return, man. I mean, pop that was so loud. I mean, half of the guys on the roster, man, I mean, we seen some pops over the last couple of years or just in this year period in wrestling. But man, when the OG The Rock, man, came out in Denver, Colorado, it just blew the roof off the building, man. The only thing about that now, looking back at it in hindsight, it seems though SmackDown is a little weird sometimes. You'll get CM Punk, then the next week you get Roman Reigns. The week before that you get Randy Orton, and out of the blue you just get The Rock. So The Rock popped up, and even though everyone wanted to say, "Yo, Rocky, man, well, are you sticking around? Are you going to wrestle Roman Reigns?" He literally said nothing. So I mean, Pat McAfee was this little, his way in, but his way to sort of just keep it there and not go any further than that, because I guess he didn't know what the future was holding. Obviously, he's a biggest movie star in the world, and a lot of projects were on hold because of the writer's strike. So man, maybe one day we'll definitely see um Rock and Roman. Hope maybe one day, maybe one day. And speaking of the Rock, his cousin Roman Reigns, and I believe it was April or May, has surpassed the 1,000 day now in 2023. And I just had this conversation a couple of weeks ago with a couple of gentlemen, man, who was just talking about. Well, I was having this conversation with my guys, Warren Marlowe and Brian B on Commission Talk, and how today in today wrestling, and especially in WWE, man, it's a lot of records that they are, trying to break or literally going after. And Roman Reigns holding the United States, excuse me, the undisputed championship for over 1,000 days in today's world, man. I think that's unprecedented. That is really is though. But the fact that we got this champion and for this 1,000 day reign now, it's gone stale. Obviously, Roman Reigns said they're making filet mignon, or whatever he said. You want fast food, go to AEW. So I mean, with Roman Reigns not being on TV, no, like I don't think it really has done him too much of a good favor. It just seems like he's Brock Lesnar 2.0 back in 2014, where Brock Lesnar won the WWE Championship at Night of Champions. He didn't defend it next time until what, Royal Rumble or whatnot. So I mean, hey, Roman Reigns definitely earned it. Main evented what, maybe 6, 7 WrestleManias at this point now. So the biggest superstar in wrestling. So you got to give it that, man. I definitely got to give it that. And I was definitely talking about shocking returns, man. Shocking returns. I think one was definitely shocking when we seen Adam Copeland. Yes, Adam Copeland, known as Edge in the WWE, debut in AEW, man. Like, man, I think that was a shocking one. I mean, Edge always been the WWE guy. He always was like, man, he always been here. He always been in WWE, and he really never flinched. Like some guys like Undertaker, Randy Orton is one. I mean, we can name a bunch of them though, but Edge, man, seems to be the guy you thought he was gonna retire in WWE back in the summer, actually, when they had SmackDown in Toronto, Canada. So and you thought that was going to be his retirement match, and it was 1-on-1 against Sheamus, and it was on a SmackDown. And I was thinking, okay, maybe why they don't do it in his hometown, or I mean, not his hometown, but a big pay-per-view event such as like SummerSlam. But he didn't. That didn't happen at SummerSlam, but it just happened in his hometown. So Edge just felt like he done everything that he can do within the WWE, man. He accomplished everything. And I was having this conversation with Commission Talk, my guys, this past Wednesday on just seeing Edge in AEW, and someone brought up a great point. It was though it's like if Edge never got injured, he never had to retire and be away for the business for about what 10 years or so. He would have had some great matches with Christian leading up to maybe his retirement match, and probably would have already retired by now. We know when Edge's career had got cut short. In 2011, Christian had won the World Heavyweight Championship, but Christian was always looked at in a way as the other guy. Maybe not to a lot of people, but for me, Christian was the other guy. We knew Edge was the star of Edge and Christian. We knew Jeff Hardy was the star of that, but when Christian did his thing on his own, it didn't lead to really huge moments in a way. He had his big WrestleMania one-on-one matchup against Chris Jericho in 2004 when they were sort of fighting over Trish Stratus. I remember that. But after that, Christian went on to Impact Wrestling. He went on to TNA Wrestling, and he was Christian Cage, and he was a badass there, made his name there, and done hell of a things, man. Really, really, done wonderful things. But to see Edge and Christian, or at least Edge, back in wrestling, and also to see him in AEW with his buddy Christian. I mean, come on, man. Come on. You can't picture it any other. You can't picture it any other better than that though. Because you seen the matchup that they had this past week on Dynamite. Decent matchup. I figured Edge wasn't going to win though, but the story and the saga between Edge and Christian, I'm definitely loving it, man. But hey, Christian seems like he wanna go out on his own terms, man. And Edge as well, though. But I was speaking of Christian and him going over to Impact Wrestling, man. This has been a awesome year in a way for Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling has really gained a lot of momentum towards the end of 2023 here. Bound for Glory, great, great, great event. Big, huge show. And to end Bound for Glory, they announced that, TNA Wrestling is coming back, man. So they're going back to rebranding, and TNA Wrestling is coming back next month at the new year in January, which I think that is awesome. And not only that, to piggyback on that, a couple of days ago, the news was also broke that Endeavor is, having TNA on their network now. So, and I hope I'm getting this right. The Endeavor now owning, WWE majority owns WWE. So now they got Impact Plus, TNA Plus, and they're gonna have their own streaming network and stuff like that. And man, when I saw this, I said, yo, man, they got their own network before AEW. And now I know AEW is still brand new. They've been around for about 4 years or so. But the fact they got a big budget. I mean, Tony Khan, with all this money, and the fact that, the deal between Warner Brothers and Discovery and Max didn't fall through is a little bit insane though. Now, probably because what they be doing on this show, but the fact that TNA got a streaming deal and you're going to be able to see most of, if not all of their stuff on TNA Plus with their pay-per-views and special events. I think this is amazing though. Really, really, really amazing. Once again, everyone, man, this is my first time live on Twitch, man. Yes, first time live on Twitch. So, man, hit the links in the bio, man. I'm live on the 11:30 podcast YouTube channel, so it'll do me a huge favor, man. Yes, a huge, huge favor. Hit that subscribe button down below on YouTube. Like it, man. Leave a comment. I'm definitely chatting about some of the best moments in 2023 here this year. Before this year is over, it's the last episode of Talk Pro Wrestling before I come back before the Royal Rumble. So if you're new to the show, if you're new to the podcast, man, definitely, man, leave a comment. Tell me what you guys thought of this year. Your favorite match, moment, return, OMG, man, you name it. So Hey man, that's what I'm basically doing right here. Before I dive into some NXT predictions and review for tonight NXT deadline, man. So like I was saying, man, TNA definitely having some huge momentum, man, coming back and going into the new year as TNA wrestling, man. So I mean, Impact Wrestling, that was good. Because I was a big wrestling, excuse me, a big TNA guy back in 2011, 2011 ish. It was sort of before the Aces and Eights thing picked up and picked off. You know, Chris Sabin, I know he was world champion. AJ Styles was there. Joe, Sting, those guys were still hanging around. And I remember really getting into it when the whole Aces and Eights thing kicked in, and I was like, "Oh man, this is good." Which I started hearing a lot of people compare it, obviously, to the whole NWO. But this was actually another way because I think what the cable that we had, I wasn't we didn't have Impact. We couldn't get TNA wrestling. So I think once we had got a direct TV and also the DVR thing, I was able to record it and go back and watch it and check it out, man. And I was just like, oh, some alternate wrestling out there other than WWE. And I thought it was exciting because, man, I know plenty of us remember the old school days where um, if you watch WCW, watch WWE, it was just like that. Kofi Weaston, my guy, yo, what's goody, man? Yeah, man, we live, baby. Yo, live here. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Chatting on some of the best moments of this year. Best moments of this year. So definitely, like I was saying, TNA has really picked up some minimum. And I was mentioning Bound for Glory a couple of months ago and how these two guys right here had a match of the year candidate, man. Like, I'm really still new to Mike Bailey, but man, when I tune into Impact Wrestling or TNA, he's definitely a one that stands out to me, though. Obviously, Will Ospreay, the big name on the independent scene, and now he's with signed with AEW, and he's going to be joining when he, finish up with all his New Japan stuff. So, man, this was definitely incredible. I know some people might not agree with me, but I said this about Will Ospreay, man. And it's like if you bought WWE video game 2K or whatever it is, and you sat back and said, you know what, man, I'm gonna create this elite player, man. Is gonna have outrageous moves, insane maneuvers and everything. I think you create Will Ospreay, man. Like that's what I call him. He is like he's the video game guy. You create him and you bound to get your ass whipped every time you go against Will Ospreay. And it's gonna be an incredible match, man. It definitely is gonna be an incredible matchup. But you guys, like I said, man, this was definitely a match of the year candidate between Kenny Omega, excuse me, Will Ospreay and Mike Bailey. And speaking of Kenny Omega, since I just said Kenny, man, we go back. Yeah, this was a great match between Will Ospreay and Mike Bailey in Impact Wrestling, man. Really great matchups. Like I was just saying, I mentioned Kenny Omega, and yes, Kenny Omega did have some amazing moments this year with uh, Will Ospreay, and some great matches though. But the one that I think of is with Kenny Omega that just happened not too long ago. Not too long ago, he wrestled the AEW World Champion and MJF, man oh man, on AEW Collision. Now, I thought AEW Collision is an okay show. It's a great show, and I think it's just the fact that it's on Saturdays, and also with AEW being still kind of new and been around for over 4 years, about 4 years, just about. I mean, the shows they got Rampage, they got Collision, they got rid of Dark and Elevation. Man, I think all they needed was um just dynamite for the moment, and I think that would have just been, it would have been okay. But yeah, man, this was a great match candidate, a match of the year candidate, between Kenny Omega and MJF, and boy, oh boy, did they go to war, man. They went to war. MJF, it seems that all these big matches that he has, it just brings the best out of him, man. Not only this matchup that he had with Kenny Omega, but the one he had earlier this year, defending his AEW World Championship in the 60-minute Iron Man matchup against Brian Danielson, man. Like, bro. Now, now, before I get to Brian Danielson, over the last couple of days, I've been hearing some strange news about Brian Danielson, though. But MJF, man, is going down as one of the greatest, I guess, if you could say. They only been around for a short amount of time, is going down as one of the greatest AEW champions of them all. Now, Brian Danielson, now, obviously, if you get in the ring with him, you're going to have a show stealer, a match of the year candidate. Hell, Brian Danielson had a match of the year candidate with, what was it, Eddie Kingston last week on the Collision. So it's like, boy, oh boy, for it was I forgot the tournament, the classic tournament that they got going on. So, which is a pretty cool tournament. And I'm hearing that that's a New Japan Pro Wrestling style tournament. I'm still new to that. I'm still learning about New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I want to thank AEW, man, for real. AEW has given me the opportunity to learn some of these guys that I may not know on a regular basis. New Japan is sort of hard to watch when they don't have a really great TV deals. And if you watch if you get the links to maybe check it out when you can, that's cool. Great wrestling matches, man. I can't say anything bad about New Japan Pro Wrestling besides maybe when they do their TV shows or done their TV shows. You may not understand as much though, but I don't have nothing bad to say. Nothing bad to say about New Japan Pro Wrestling as at all, man. But like I said, um, Kenny Omega, Daniel Bryan, killed it earlier year. But yeah, what's up with DB, man? What's up with Daniel Bryan? I guess he was AEW officer. He's the officer of AEW. Call him Officer Bryan, Officer Danielson. He's handing out fines to people who I guess complain maybe on social media or so, somewhat to that effect. Like I mean, like with 2023, man, and this year, it's so much wrestling news. I really don't even care. I think it's bullshit. I really can't see DB being that guy. He probably is though, but hey, I don't really see him being Officer Danielson backstage at AEW. I just wanted to see him in matches, man. I know that he mentioned that he got one more year left to do this up before his daughter turn before his daughter next birthday. So, man, I mean, hey, I mean, I don't know what to say on that one. I mean, but okay, definitely okay, man. All right, man, we gonna keep it moving on, man. Moving on. And speaking of Collision, while I was on Collision, man, who remember this awesome tag team matchup that damn near went almost an hour and a half, just about. Almost, but it was about an hour between these two guys. It was for the AEW Tag Team Championships, FTR taking on Bullet Club Gold and Jay White and Juice Robinson, man. And like I said, AEW has given me the opportunity as well to tune in to get to know some of these guys that I may have not known elsewhere or on a regular basis, but Jay White is definitely a guy that I've been hearing about for a long time, as well as Will Osprey, who been kicking ass and shit like that. And you go into throw Juice Robinson in there, who just been sort of the MVP in a way of Bullet Club Gold, man. With the guns, added to this edition, I think it's really really cool. Give the guns something to do. I think it's easier. It's real easy to hate the guns, man. They look just like Billy, and it's like when you that third generation, second generation superstar, and you coming into business, um, the fans obviously want to see you do amazing, but they also can see through bullshit. We all know the story of The Rock, coming into WWE, and the fans saw through him. Dominic Mysterio when he was doing his thing, and I was sort of like, all right, let's see where this goes though with Dom Dom. But now, man, like the incredible JBL called him the MVP. I believe that Shawn Michaels one of them. Call him the MVP of the WWE right now, man. Like Dominic Mysterio is on a whole nother level, man. Definitely on a whole nother level. So, man, it's a lot of guys, man. I don't even know who all that I can think of, man, that just been really doing their thing this year. But Dominic is definitely one, man. Who can forget the moment at WrestleMania this year? Dog, this had me going, man. This literally had me going when Rey Mysterio took off his damn belt, man, and started whipping his son ass in the middle of the ring, in the middle of the match, in front of about 75, 80,000 people at SoFi Stadium, man, in LA at WrestleMania, man. I noticed like a poster, a frame on their wall, man, for real. Come on. Ah, man, for real. Awesome moment. Awesome moment. Like, this got to be a cool moment, maybe, to talk about, father and son over the holidays and stuff. And, Rey Mysterio was like, man, you got some ass whoopings, throughout your lifetime, but man, ain't none of better. Ain't no better ass whooping. Ain't no better ass whooping than the one I gave you at WrestleMania in front of all the crowd, man. I guess that one right there, I guess, we got to go down as one of the best, man. Definitely one of the best. One of the best. Man, where we go next, man? Where we go next? Because this has definitely been an exciting year. Yeah, like I said, Edge and Christian definitely doing a thing in AEW. Another person, man, that's doing anything I think I want to have a conversation about is none other than LA Knight. Yeah. Now, we seen SmackDown last night and we seen what CM Punk had to say about quite a few people. And one person he did say something about was LA Knight, that he likes LA Knight. Now, I love LA Knight, big fan of LA Knight. Now, the thing about LA Knight, and I feel concerned with him. Now, I may not be the only one, but I feel a little concerned with LA Knight. Now, which hope the best for him and hope he's okay. But with the return of CM Punk, and which we know maybe he's going to go over to Raw, you got Randy Orton on SmackDown, and with all these different faces and returns, I don't want LA Knight to get lost in the punch. Now, every time LA Knight comes out, he still get that huge pop and he still got the crowd in his hands and stuff. But after that matchup that he had with Roman Reigns, which in a way it came a little bit too soon, um, I mean, I feel like WWE was testing the waters with him to see if he was going to still have some momentum or, momentum at all after that matchup with LA Knight. And the momentum is still there. I'm just concerned and I just hope they continue their plans with LA Knight. And like I said, and like I spoke with about CM Punk, returning uh, at Survivor Series. Now, CM Punk do a monkey wrench, as he said. Like I said, he said on SmackDown, he threw a monkey wrench. Now then, everybody returns. Cody Rhodes want to finish his story of main eventing WrestleMania, or at least winning the championship at WrestleMania that his dad never won. And you got everybody's story that want to be finished, and CM Punk's like, what, I'm about to throw a monkey wrench into all this shit right here. But yeah, man, I really wants to see LA Knight continue on the path that he's doing, man. For real. For real. But I move to the next moment, next big moment, man, of 2023. Um Last night, the moment where CM Punk, had a little bit extra time to air his grievances and say what he actually, I guess, wanted to say when he debuted on Monday Night Raw, but they kept him to the end of the show. That He mentioned Roman Reigns. Now, I mean, yeah, Roman has something to say about Punk, and maybe the respect may not go both ways or whatnot. But I'm more interested in the matchup between CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins, you guys. I'm more interested in this. Now, we all seen the altercation or the we all seen what happened after Survivor Series on social media where CM Punk was going outrageous up against CM Punk. Seth Rollins was going uh outrageous on CM Punk. My guy said, what did he say? Boy was barking big at Reigns and Rollins. Yes, he was, man. Yes, he was. He was going in, man. But yeah, we seen all the stuff that happened after Survivor Series at between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. That's the matchup. Then I see what they doing. They, dropping little bits here. Seth Rollins saying what he's saying about CM Punk on Monday Night Raw and how Seth Rollins, I mean, excuse me, CM Punk. I keep getting these names mixed up. And how CM Punk came out there and he acknowledged Roman Reigns first, but that's not the matchup I want to see, man. I want to see Seth Rollins and CM Punk. I think it's more story, and WWE would do that, man. The ones that is right in your face and got the most stories that behind it, when you got to do the less, amount of work or so. They go with the opposite though. But I mean, come on, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, that is big money. But like my guy Slim said, shout out to my guy Slim over at Straight Through the Ropes podcast, man. Straight Through the Ropes with Brian B and them, man. CM Punk was definitely barking big at Reigns and Rollins, man. Hey, look here, I was waiting. Everybody he kept mentioning when he said L.A. Knight, respect L.A. Knight, Jay Uso. Said something about Cody Rhodes and stuff like that. Kevin Owens, and I thought that was also funny too. The whole Kevin Owens thing that he said, man, like who goes around just punching people in the face for no good reason, man? Like we could not have a work environment like that. Like, Puck, you funny. You real funny though. You're real funny. But yeah, throughout a Raw, I was just like, dude, just mention Seth Rollins, man. Like, it's there. Like, let's get to it. But I know they might save that for WrestleMania. And CM Punk says, man, his story is the main event WrestleMania. And we all know back when CM Punk's first run in WWE and when he, was released, that was his big issue, especially the main event of the WrestleMania where he was WWE champion. He was going against Chris Jericho, and it was WrestleMania 28, and The Rock and Cena was the main event. That was a whole year build up for Rock and John Cena, man. Rock and Cena, whole build up, and you know who goes on before them? CM Punk and Chris Jericho. And CM Punk, man, obviously at that point in time, airing his grievances, um, just mad and upset and everything, man. So, yo, that's what it looks like. But I mean, a couple of people said it's a little bit too predictable. CM Punk coming back, winning the Rumble. Nah, I don't want him to win the Royal Rumble. Now, I don't want him to win the Royal Rumble. I don't want Cody to win the Royal Rumble. I want someone else to win the Royal Rumble that haven't won the Royal Rumble, man, that can really like take their character, take their take them to the next level. CM Punk haven't won the Royal Rumble, I don't believe. No, he didn't win the Royal Rumble. So I mean, him winning the Royal Rumble would be okay. It wouldn't be, bad. I think Cody coming in and trying to attempt to win the Royal Rumble would definitely be too predictable. And if you want to finish this story or you want to go at this story, I think he should go through all type of fucking loops and humps or lumps or whatever just to get to that title that he want, man. Like you don't win the Royal Rumble, you don't win Elimination Chamber. You got to do something, and you do something to piss Roman off, and I guess you get the belt. But Seth Rollins, CM Punk, like it's multiple ways, man. It's multiple ways how um this can all goes down, man. This can all go down. And I'm mentioning CM Punk, and I'm mentioning Seth Rollins. But man, we all remember back in May when Triple H introduced a new championship into the WWE on the Monday Night Raw brand with the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, a lot of people had mixed feelings about it, man. You know, damn man, it's man, why they couldn't just bring back the World Heavyweight Championship? Oh man, they always got to put the big WWE logo in the middle. Now, I understand why they put the logo in the middle. It's it's a branding strategy. Shout out to WWE in a way. We're having that Big 12 conference game and having the superstars there, and presenting that belt and also having a logo on the field. I thought that was badass though. But just a marketing strategy for them. But yeah, Triple H presented the World Heavyweight Championship. We seen the tournament go down, and it wound up being Seth Rollins and Finn Balor competing again for another championship where they once competed back in 2016 for the Universal Championship where Finn Balor won but got injured and had to relinquish the championship the next night on Raw. And we seen Seth Rollins win this championship, the World Heavyweight Champion, and been champion since then. A lot of people complain, man, it was a compilation prize, man. Yeah. Consolation prize. There we go. I said it right. A consolation prize for anybody, man, who just couldn't beat Roman Reigns yeah, because Roman Reigns was the dominant champion. He had been a champion for over 1,000 days at this point. So it was like, why the hell you come up with another champion? But WWE, man, hey, they had other plans, man. Definitely had other plans uh, for Roman Reigns as being champion. Another big moment, you guys, man. Actually, it was one of the matches of the year. And this got to go down as one of my favorite matches of 2023. Triple threat match, man. I'm talking about three hard hitting international superstars, man, that can knock your teeth down your throat and pick it back up and smack it out your hand or whatever. Yo, man, Gunther, Drew McIntyre, and Sheamus tore the house down. Triple threat matchup, night two of this past year's WrestleMania at SoFi Stadium, man. Like, boy, this was a hard hitting matchup. The way Sheamus and Drew Chess looked after this matchup, it looked like raw meat. Like it looked like raw meat though, but man, like just hard hitting, brutal matchup. We know any match that Sheamus is in, just about is going to be a physical one. And we seen the matchup between Sheamus and Gunther at um at Clash of the Castle, in last year in Cardiff, Wales, and they tore the house down there, man. Like, boy, like, man. And then we seen these three go at it. Drew McIntyre was added into the mix because it didn't seem like he had um any plans for WrestleMania. So it was like obviously Sheamus and Drew, good buddies, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, oh man, it was a great matchup. And we didn't see Drew for a while, and he returned at SummerSlam, and they had the awesome one-on-one matchup with Gunther as well, man. So, yo, Gunther, man, is on one hell of a reign right now in WWE as the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. I don't know who can stop him. I really don't know who can stop him, man. The matches that he have with Chad Gable, Bronson Reed, Tommaso Ciampa, I mean, Sheamus, Drew, you name it. Uh, even Ali, Mustafa Ali, you name it, man. He just smashed them down. He built up hope, for the fans and also for his challenger that maybe you think maybe you're gonna beat the ring general. No, you ain't beating him. So I don't know who is that guy that is going to dethrone Gunther, man, because it got to be in a good way. It got to be in a smart way, in a way, because once Gunther is done with this Intercontinental Championship run, he's going on to the World Heavyweight Championship. He's going on to do, things in the main event picture, and rightfully so. So I know they protecting them. They protecting them. I'm not too sure what's going on with Imperium. You know, I'm not too sure what's going on with Imperium. I remember they had Alexander Wolf a part of Imperium. They kicked him out. So now we just got Gunther. Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser. But uh before Giovanni came in, he was doing this thing in NXT. He had this whole little model like remake over, and that's when he was going by Giovanni Vinci. So now they bring him back to the Imperium, and now they like, man, we don't know what to do with you because I feel like they like Ludwig Kaiser a lot, and they wants to see what Ludwig Kaiser can accomplish as a singles competitor, which I think he'd be great. I think he'd be great. Um, I think Samantha Irvin adds on it, with the entrance of their name, Ludwig Kaiser. Like she's awesome. She's awesome. But man, Imperium, man, one of the dominant factions, man. Like we see what Judgment Day is doing and what an incredible run they on, and we see what the Bloodline did and all this. But I think Imperium, man, could have been up there, man, if they just didn't, you know, fumble in a way or fuzzle, going back and forth with Imperium and Giovanni Vinci and Louis Kaiser or whatnot. But all right, you guys, man, we're gonna keep it moving on. A next big moment of the year. Yes, you guys. Man, I remember this Night of Champions earlier this year, back in May, where we seen Roman Reigns team with Solo Sokoa, and they were going to take on, and they took on the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, for the undisputed tag team championships. Excuse me, no, they didn't. I'm sorry about that. That was not for the undisputed championships. I'm thinking about something totally different. Totally different. Uh, but yeah, okay, you guys. Yeah, we seen this matchup right here with the Usos, man, turning on Roman Reigns. Better yet, we seen Jimmy, get sick and tired of all the bull crap Roman Reigns has put them throughout the whole entire year. And Jimmy said, man, you know what? I'm through with this, man. I'm done. And a couple of weeks later, Jay said the same thing, man. And man, Paul Heyman, the wise man is something else, man. He is definitely something else, man. Uh he can definitely sell something for you for real, man. But yeah, it just been a wonderful year in WWE, to sort of say, man. I mean, just in wrestling in general, just wrestling in general. I feel like a lot of storytelling, a lot of creative stories as we have seen come out and seen come to play, man. I just thought, man, this was just an incredible year. And I mentioned Jimmy and Jay, man. Jay, like, come on, man. Jay has really proven. I mean, I'm gonna back up though, the whole bloodline. And as much as we may think Roman Reigns is trash, and he might be trash to some, but the fact that what he done with the bloodline, with Jimmy Uso, with Jay Uso, with Solo Sokoa, and as well as Paul Heyman, hey, Sami Zayn, like, is what he done with these guys is helped them more than anyone realized, though. Sammy was a bigger star coming out of or turning on the bloodline for earlier this year at WrestleMania. Like, he was really a bigger star. He really came out more of a bigger star than going into or coming out of WrestleMania. You get what I'm saying? Shit, I'm all tongue tied. I'm actually trying to find something right now, but okay, I can't find it. But yeah, uh, Jay Uso. Then you get Jay Uso, and he was right hand man to Roman because Roman Reigns was, excuse me, Jimmy Uso was out on injury. He was injured at the point. So Jay Uso became right hand man, and man, ever since then, he became the man of the bloodline. So it's been a lot of things, man. A lot of things that has been exciting in WWE, storytelling wise, and everything, man. For real. But speaking of storytelling, man, yo, back on the AEW side, Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, and Adam Cole, baby. Man, oh man. I mean, I think this gotta been one of the stories of the year in AEW. Then I would say the whole mass man situation that is a really intriguing story. But I feel like they've been dropping the ball on things that been going down with the masked men. But I guess they trying to you know build it up and wait till everyone you know get fully invested in it. Not necessarily wait till everyone get fully invested in it, but you know that's the only other thing. But we thought they were going to do something at the end of the last pay per view at Full Gear, but they did not though. But you guys, man, incredible matchup that they had at All In. Man, just man, come on, like some incredible moments, man, throughout the year. Rhea Ripley, mommy, yes, winning at WrestleMania, might I add, against Charlotte Flair to become the SmackDown Women's Champion, and a couple of months later, she was the inaugural Women's World Champion. Now, throughout the year, she has not ever really a challenging or competitive opponents to face to challenge her. Now she has really risen, and her stock has really risen to the top. Just her mannerism, just her everything about her screams a superstar, So, and her and Dominic and what they done and what they are, doing, I think it's unstoppable. But we're gonna see what's next, for Rhea Ripley in 2024, man, for real. Another guy, man, who shocked the world in a way, but you saw it coming. You saw it coming, and that's Logan Paul. Yes, Logan Paul, social media superstar, megastar, whatever you want to call him, is the WWE United States champion, man. Like, are you serious? Like, really? Like, oh, okay. But yeah, man. Shout out to Logan Paul, man. I mean, he really has earned my respect. He's earned a lot of people respect, man, coming into the world of pro wrestling and conquering it, man, just showing what he's about, man, because the guy is a natural heel. Like, no one really liked the Logan Paul brothers or Jake Paul, Logan Paul. No one really liked them. So he got booed out of the building the first time WWE invited him. It was like, boo. It was like, dude, you're a natural heat, man. I never thought they would put the title on him, though, but the fact that, he's a contract WWE superstar. He performs, these big special events here and there, and man, and they get to take the title around on his social media platform and take showers with it and all that bull crap. But yeah, man, we searching for the next number one contender for the United States Championship. Next number one contender for the United States Championship. Yeah, I got it right. All right, so we're gonna figure that out, man. Who that is going to be when the championship concludes on SmackDown, man. Speaking of big moment of the year, we seen this woman right here, man. Throughout the rest of 2022, especially the end of it, where it was a lot of back and forth rumors of what's going on, and Sasha Banks, and not only Sasha Banks, her tag team partner at the time, who was Trinity, Naomi, in WWE, they walked out, man. They walked out. It was like, yo, man, I'm not down with this, man. This is some bull crap. And to be honest with you, I will always think that the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships are cursed, man. Like, look what happened to Sonya Deville, man. She won the daggone thing and she get fired, or she got injured and then she got fired. That was just crazy, bro. Like, crazy, crazy stuff. Okay, but yeah, Mercedes Monet, man, made her shocking debut earlier this year in New Japan Pro Wrestling, man, and just had everyone going crazy, man. For everyone who stayed up late and watched the show, had an incredible match against Kairi Sane, did her damn thing. She's out of injury. We know we've seen her at All In the crowd. We just don't know what's next for Sasha Banks, but the moment she debuted in New Japan Pro Wrestling, I think it was exciting, but at the same time, for a lot of people, just wanted her to, see her come back. And I think that's the same thing with CM Punk in a way. Wherever CM Punk, even though he went to AEW, and I know people were excited there, but it just like felt right, where you once were. And I see it sort of coming in a way. I mentioned this a couple of times where they announced at Survivor Series how Bailey, Charlotte, and Becky was three of the four horsewomen. And the fact that they mentioned it, I was like, okay, cool. But if I was a casual viewer, I'm like, I mean, I can Google, but I mean, like, who is that fourth member? And I feel like with Damage Control sort of telling Bailey to mind her own business in a way and stay in the back, and we got the match, but she keep intervening in the match. They gonna kick Bailey out. Bailey somehow is gonna reunite with Charlotte and Becky, and we know we got Bianca, and possibly see Sasha Banks back or Mercedes back in the WWE someday, one day, who knows, and possibly get that rematch that we were sort of robbed for at SummerSlam, I believe it was last year, between Mercedes and if it wasn't last year, the year before last, between Mercedes and Bianca Belair, man. So yeah, that was gonna be a nice match until Bianca came out. But yeah, man, that was that, man. It just been an incredible year, dope year to say the least, man. For real. Really, really say the least. Another great matchup, man, in AEW. Still in the show. Zack Sabre Jr. and Brian Danielson. This is definitely a match of the year candidate right now, man. Definitely match of the year. For real. Just reminding everyone, man, this is my first time live on Twitch. First time live on Twitch. So follow me, man. Appreciate it. The links are in the description. Hit the link. Follow the 1130 podcast on Instagram, Facebook. And I'm live on the 1130 podcast YouTube channel. So come on over to YouTube, like the 1130 podcast, leave a comment, man. Tell me some of your favorite moments throughout the year. What was like an OMG moment for you? Shocker of the year, return of the year, whatever it was, man. Match of the year, for real. I'm going to be getting into some NXT deadline predictions in just a moment, for real. And I thought I'd do something new. This is my first time on Twitch, and it's my first time trying to do it. So I was going to watch the kickoff matchup with you guys, man, between um, Nathan Frazier and Axiom. So I think that should be fun. The kickoff show is actually on right now as we speak. So appreciate everyone, man. Definitely, definitely do me a huge favor. Let's see what's let's see what's actually going on right now. Okay, they just running video packages for uh for the show right now. But yes, you guys, great matchup. Man, I mentioned this matchup as well earlier. All right, let's see where we go. Where we going now? Where we going? Where we going? All right, man. Great matches. Great matches that we had this year. All right. I think I think I reviewed some of these great matches of the year. But before I move on, just want to recap. Like I said, man, it's been a wonderful year from the Royal Rumble to Roman Reigns taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn hitting the chair with Roman Reigns in the back, man. Like incredible. The incredible matchup between Sami and Roman the month after at Elimination Chamber. You feel me? In front of Sami Zayn family. Just everything, the story and everything with it was beautiful, man. Beautiful. And man, I would be remiss and I would be ignorant if I did not talk about the entrance of the year, man. Like, whoo, Bad Bunny, man. Bad freaking Bunny is the man. I don't know about you guys, but Bad Bunny had the entrance of the year at Backlash in Puerto Rico. They had everyone jumping. I gotta say that was like the crowd of the year. That they gotta been the crowd of the year. What you guys think, man? Money in the Bank was nice. Money in the Bank was nice. Uh yeah, Money in the Bank was nice. Um Yeah, Money in the Bank was nice, especially with them vibing to Jay Uso and everything like that. I thought that was incredible. Uh, but yeah, man. What else? What else we had? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Um, trying to think, man. Trying to think. Like I said, you guys, man. I'm live here on TikTok. Excuse me, not TikTok, Twitch. Twitch as well. Checking some things out on Twitch. But man, like I said, the inaugural world champion with Seth Rollins. Man, just so incredible moments, man. AEW losing Jay Cargill. Jay Cargill signing with WWE, which is massive news, man. Like dog, like what else, man? Like what else? Punk back, Randy Orton return. It's just been an incredible year, man. Definitely an incredible year, to say the least, you guys. But man, it's been a great show, awesome show, man. We're gonna get into some NXT deadline predictions, man. Which NXT deadline is coming up in just a bit. I know the kickoff show is live right now. All right, you guys, man. Like I said, we're gonna get into some uh excuse me, some predictions for the show. But before I do that, you guys, hey man, try to participate in this if you guys want to as well. I seen this on social media and I thought I might chime in, man. For real. All right, if you see it on the screen, man, pick your contract, man. Which company are you going with? I know everyone want to work with the WWE, be on TV every single week and do their thing. Or people want to get in AEW, or is it Ring of Honor? Is it Impact? Is it House of Glory? Which one is going to be, man? And I did, some thinking on this, and man, oh man, and I see a lot of people answers. A lot of people answers. Obviously, WWE got the big bucks. You're on TV, all that. AEW coming in with 50 million. WWE give you 30, but AEW give you 50 million though. The thing about this whole thing, Impact Wrestling, it gotta have the best contract because you get to work with multiple promotions. You don't just work with WWE. And the thing with the WWE contract, all third party control, no creative control, and no third party affiliations. So you can't make money elsewhere else or none of that. You're a WWE superstar, all that. The AEW, man, AEW, like, you know what? You know, once feud is over, you'll be a jobber on AEW dot, but you'll have a classic match with Kenny Omega. And you may only go down for that classic match with Kenny Omega though. Like, you got the money, but ain't nobody gonna really know you else for that classic match with Kenny Omega though. And now you back to jobbing on AEW dot. Now Ring of Honor, they give you 5 million though. You become the face of the company. Now that sounds good though, but you look at the state of Ring of Honor in right now, which Tony Khan bought Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor, man, ain't like like I think it should be more so separate. I know they got their own little show, but I think it should be fully separate to what they be doing with the AEW. So you'll be the face of the company, but no one probably will really see you all like that. No one probably would see you at all. And you have a lifetime contract, so you can wrestle for the rest of your life if you want to, and Ring of Honor with a 5 million contract. Okay, I'm gonna skip one. I'm gonna go to House of Glory. You get the 2 million contract, and this one sounds a little bit good though. This one sounds good though. But the only thing is, I guess you will have to resign once your contract is about to be up. I guess, but you get a 10% stake in the company. 10%. So you own 10% of the company. So, you get to make some money. 10% ain't a lot though, but hey, if it's making money, you in on that. You definitely in on that. And you can't win the heavyweight champion. I mean, if you in this business, if you're in the wrestling business and you ain't in it to win to be the world champion, I don't know what you're in it for. I mean, people always say that a long time. I mean, forever. All right. Impact Wrestling. They got 12 million. You could work any promotion, multiple promotions, man, even though you got this contract. And you can't you can't sign with AEW or WWE when your contract expires. So I mean, like, come on, man. Like, I'm gonna have to go with Impact Pro Wrestling, man. It's not the first one I've seen like this, but I think Impact definitely be having some low key good decisions, man. So tell me which contract you guys are go with. All right, you guys, we got NXT deadline is coming up in just a bit, and I'm about to get into it. First matchup, NXT deadline, the Iron Survivor. Yo, they bringing it back this year. The Iron Survivor is one of my favorite matches, man. I like it, man. It's kind of it's an Iron Man match. You got 5 women here. Iron Man match. The most scores, the most pinfalls or submission. wins the match. The only kicker is if you get pinned, you go into a penalty box though. So if you come out last, you gotta play catch up like a mug, man. So it was definitely interesting how last year went down when Roxanne Perez she won last year's women's Iron Survivor match, and the men's, which I thought the women's killed it. It was better than the men's. Like the women's was awesome. And this year in the women's, we got Lash Legend, Kiana James, uh, um, Tiffany Stratton. Man, these women are definitely gonna kill it. Me personally, though, obviously Tiffany Stratton is the odds-on favorite here, and she has been, hot since the matchup she had with Becky Lynch at No Mercy, and the matchup that she had on NXT, with Becky and the recent encounters with Becky. But I think one person, although she just been in this crazy group, weird group, so to say, but it's Lash Legend though, and I think she's been standing out more and more and more and more. And I feel like Lash Legend is going to pull this off. She's going to be the number one contender, and she's going to go after the championship one way or another. So we definitely going to see about that, man. So yeah, I got Last Legend winning the women's Iron Survivor matchup, though. All right, yeah. I think I said her name wrong. Kiana James. I think I said shorty name wrong. That's at the end. I cannot think of her name. Can't think of her name. But Roxanne Perez is taking on Kiana James in a steel cage matchup is going down. Roxanne Perez was the winner of last year's women's Iron Survivor matchup. So hey man, I think Roxanne is gonna take it home, man. Definitely take it home. Man, this was gonna be an interesting one. And the reason why I say this because I don't think Lexus King attack. No, okay. I think Lexus King attacked it Trick Williams, but man, I'm all tongue tied. I'm all tongue tied because I said it to myself because Trick Williams was like, "Yo, man, you seen the videotape? Uh, Carmelo didn't do it." But I feel like okay, there you go. I feel like Carmelo Hayes paid Lexus King to attack Trick Williams backstage. That's how I think that one going on. So Carmelo Hayes is going to try to play get back in this one-on-one matchup with Lexus King to try to prove his innocence with his brother Trick Williams, though. But I feel like Carmelo Hayes might come up short in this matchup here tonight. And him coming up short, Carmelo Hayes may rub it in his face. He may rub it in his face. All right, you guys. Our next matchup here for the World Championship for the NXT World Title. Ilya Dragunov taking on Baron Corbin. Man, ever since Baron Corbin returned to NXT, man, he's just been doing something different, man. I'm loving it. He's trying to find his way back to being that badass guy. He always his promos in NXT man are just awesome, and the promo that he was having with Ilya Dragunov and it was nice, and telling Ilya Dragunov like you doing all this, you trying to find the excuses of why you're here, and you're being away from your son, and how Baron Corbin just stood firm and that like, man, I've been here for 8 years, man, dog. Can't nothing knock me down, can't nothing knock me over. I'm gonna keep being, the lone wolf, Baron Corbin, all that, man. But I see Ilya Dragunov definitely retaining the championship all the way. All the way. Damn. Where my men survivor jumps go? I had my men survivor jump up here. I don't know where it go. Sort of. I really uploaded it. All right. All right. For the men survivor Iron Challenge, I feel like it's going to be Trick Williams. Trick Williams is going to win the men's Iron Survivor match, and with Carmelo Hayes not winning tonight, he's going to attack Trick Williams because he's gonna feel like Trick Williams is taking everything that Carmelo Hayes deserve, and which Carmelo gonna tell himself that in his head, thinking that that's right. In actuality, he's wrong. Like it ain't what you deserve; it's what you earn and shit like that. So that's how I feel like that is going down. Um, And there's four matches right there. The men's one I was just talking about. It's another match that's going down. Let me find it. Let me find it right now because it's crazy. Oh, okay, yeah, Dominic Mysterio. Okay, Dominic Mysterio will be going one on one with Dragon Lee, and that's going to be for the North American Championship. Um, man, Wesley got injured. Something happened with Wesley. I felt like this was Wesley's moment to possibly come back and win the North American Championship, but he's going to be out. Dragon Lee stepping in. I don't know. I'm a back and forth with this, but I'm gonna pick Dominic Mysterio all day. I like the role Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio is on, and also the kickoff show that's coming up in just a bit, you guys. I'm gonna give y'all my reactions and review of the show. I'm gonna try something new. I'm gonna stick around here and check out the kickoff match with you guys. The actual show is on right now, man. So yo, the kickoff show is going on right now. The match haven't started just yet. But yo, man, here on this week's episode of Talk Pro Wrestling, I appreciate everyone tuning in. It's my first time on Twitch, you guys. So I'm live on Twitch. Follow me here on Twitch. Follow me on Instagram, and also subscribe to the 1130 Podcast YouTube channel. I'm live on the 1130 Podcast YouTube channel. So come on over, like it, share it. Some great content here for you. For real, man. I'm definitely giving all my thoughts and opinions on the best moments, my favorite moments of 2023 of wrestling moments, man, and also my predictions for NXT Deadline, you guys. So it's been an incredible show. I'm waiting for the actual kickoff show for the kickoff match to begin. Sit here and have fun with you guys, man, and catch the match. But yeah, just want to let everyone know to follow me. Not only follow me and subscribe to the 1130 Podcast YouTube channel. Filing Hillary, that's her name. Didn't even get her name right. Filing Hillary. All right, man. All right, man. I'm still live here with you guys, man. They talking about the women's Iron Survivor matchup. Yeah, Lash Legend. I feel like she's going to win the women's Iron Survivor matchup. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, Dragon off versus Corbin. Who you guys got tonight, man? Ilya Dragunov. Hot Ilya Dragunov. Ilya Dragunov is the NXT version of Gunther, man. Like, dude goes so crazy and hard in the ring, man. For real. He go insane in the ring. For real, man. Incomparable passion. I'm watching the show right along with you guys, man. Yeah, I'm watching the show right along with you. Baron Corbin at NXT it is a little weird though that he's at NXT, but I like the idea of guys like a Baron Corbin who got lost on the main roster. He got lost. The whole bum ass Corbin was okay, but how long could that go? Really, for real, for real. But Burn, I mean, well, Burn is doing exactly what Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, Finn Balor, every person who came down to work with these younger talents. That's exactly what Baron Corbin is doing, and he's getting these guys over, man, showing how to pull a promo and be on live television on a weekly basis. So yeah, but that promo I was just saying where Baron Corbin told Dragunov his excuse to be the NXT champion and being NXT is, just he telling that to his son so he could just feel better. Uh, mm-mm. And this video package making me think that obviously it's hyping up the match, but it's having me think that maybe maybe Baron Corbin could win. I don't think he's gonna win at all though, because I was not excited for this match. Yeah, he did hug him. I thought that was weird. He did turn around and hug him. Put fear in his eyes, man. All right, man. Why they talk about Baron Corbin and Ilya Dragunov, man? Like I said, the whole Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams situation, I think that's interesting, man. It's reminding me of Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Carmelo Hayes is jealous, he's mad, he's envious of his man. Uh Trick Williams. He's kind of like one of those guys that wanted to hold you under his wing as long as he could, just so you don't fly off and spread your wings bigger and wider and fly higher than he can. Because when Mello came out and said, "Yo, Trick, man, I want to do my own thing," Trick wasn't like, he wasn't that friend that you would thought that would be like, "Yo, you want to do your own thing, man? You want to win? I support you. I know what it is, man. Go do it." You feel me? But Trick was like, man, if he do that, he know how good Carmelo is and can be. And I felt like that was his way of like trying to hold Melo back though, trying to not let him go off and do his own thing. And damn, Trick went off and did his own thing. Fans come out there talking about whoop that trick, man. They ain't singing along the Carmelo song. You ain't got Booker T talking about, oh yeah, man. You ain't got none of that. And Trick out there doing this damn thing, man. And then he won the qualifying match. No, when he had the opportunity, I think it was, what was it? An opportunity to fight for the NXT championship. He get attacked. So he come back and he get an opportunity to get in the Iron Survivor challenge match, and he wins. And Carmelo Hayes still don't seem too excited for him. He don't. And I think that's where this matchup between Carmelo Hayes and Alexis King come in about. Like Carmelo is he want to get rid of Alexis King because when they having that conversation on NXT a couple of weeks ago, and between Carmelo and Trick, Alexis King came out and interrupted it. He interrupted it, and he was like, "Oh, wait a minute, dog, because you know that you oh, okay, okay, yeah." And like I was saying, you guys, man, when Alexis King came down there interviewing, I think Carmelo Hayes just trying to throw him off and knock him out the way, man, for real. Because he's like, man, dog, man, you stuck your nose in my business. I told you attack him, but now you out here looking for handshakes and thank yous. All right, you guys, man, I'm gonna wrap it up right after this matchup, man. I'm trying to do something new. Uh, do a little watch along with the Axiom and Nathan Frazier match. I know it's gonna be sick though. It's gonna be pretty cool. Axiom man had a matchup on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago. Who did he face? Dragon Lee. He took on Dragon Lee. Well, it was a nice matchup. Nice matchup. I want to see Axiom take on Cedric. You know, and I'm not a fan of like when guys you haven't seen on television for a long time. They did this to Karrion Cross on SmackDown the other night, last night, and it was like, dude, like man, we ain't seen Karrion Cross since January or August or whatever the case was, and now the dude losing, he ain't got a match. You know what I mean? Like it didn't make sense. Mm. Oh yeah, man. Axiom. WWE, man, really on the whole since Rey Mysterio probably on his way out now that he had the matchup with Dominic at a WrestleMania, sort of introduced the fans to Dominic, and Dominic is off on his own, you know. And then the thing of Wolf, and see, I was going to say something, but Axiom, that's really a kid, you know, from NXT UK. So I want to know the whole ordeal. Maybe he wore a mask before he came in. I'm not even sure though, but yeah, that's a kid from NXT UK. Hmm. All right, you guys, man. I'm here live, man. Still live here on the channel, man. Appreciate everyone tuning in for real. Live here on Twitch, live here on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Everyone, man, who watching on Twitch, man, definitely if you watch me on Twitch, head over to my YouTube channel, man, and hit the subscribe button. Oh, Mm. Oh. NXT. Oh. Mm. Mm. I'm surprised that they had a kickoff match this time. Usually they just be in the studio talking until the show come on. Chopping the mess out of them. Little cocky look. And caviar dreams. Mm. Oh, he kicked out. Oh. Hmm. Oh, damn. Hmm. I'm go. They gonna make me what I thought I was. Oh. Oh. Nice moonsault. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Shit. Oh. Oh, both of them at the super kick. Two, three. Oh, he kicked out. He about to hit a Spanish fly from the top rope. Oh. Mm. One, two, three. Oh man. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Dope matchup, man. Dope matchup. To kick off NXT deadline, you guys. Sorry, when a whole lot of back and forth, man. When I be watching wrestling, man, I be into it, you guys. But man, this was exciting. This was fun. I look forward to doing this more in the near future, you guys. But thank everyone for tuning in here on this week's episode of Talk Pro Wrestling, you guys. Like I said, Talk Pro Wrestling will return, you guys, the day of the Royal Rumble. We'll give all my thoughts and opinions on the Royal Rumble and more stuff. Since the holiday break. Also, you guys, the 11:30 podcast is celebrating 4 years, man. Yes, 4 year anniversary is coming up. So make sure you follow me on all social media platforms: Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and right here on YouTube, you guys. For real, this is my first time on Twitch, so everyone, man, definitely head over to YouTube, subscribe to the 11:30 podcast, like it, comment it, share it, do all that great stuff, man. Yo, this has been exciting, but until next time, I'm about to go grab me something to eat, go chill a little, man, and watch some wrestling. Enjoy the rest of this Saturday. Until next time, you guys, yo. Oh man. Until next time, you guys, man. I'm out of here. But for everyone, man, stay safe, stay blessed, man. Excuse me, stay safe, stay beautiful. Give all the glory to God, man. Won't he do it? Yo, until next time, it's your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. And I'm out, man.